A pitcher prop that has hit in all three of his starts to start the season and a same game parlay in the 76ers and Magic on tap, plus market watch for all of the props for today, April 15th, tax filing day. Welcome, everyone, to the Prop Line. I'm your host, Andy Lang. As you know, we go over the props market, and we split yesterday on our same game parlay and play of the day. We got there with the same game parlay, came up a little bit short on the play of the day. So looking for a 2-0. Let's get into it. As you guys know, we start with our same game parlay of the day. All right, we're going to the 76ers and the Magic, and we're going to go with a couple of player props. And the thinking behind this is these are just guys that are going to take a lot of shots and score a lot of points because it's a play-in game and we're in the postseason. So we're going to go with Paolo Banchero to have 20-plus points and Paul George to have 18-plus points. We're going to wrap that up, get you about minus 110, minus 115 on DraftKings. Banchero, I went back and looked at his playoffs last year. He had 17 in the play-in game against Atlanta. That game turned into a blowout, and he sat most of the fourth. What did he do in the first round against Boston? He averaged 29.4 points. A lot of shots, a lot of scoring. He scored 20-plus points in 4 out of the last 5 games to close out the season. So just looking at Banchero, probably going to have the ball a lot, going to be the main facilitator, and he's going to attack this defense that does not have Joel Embiid inside. And we're going to go to Paul George, 18-plus points. He has 19-plus in 7 out of his last 10 games, and 2 of those unders, he just didn't play very many minutes. They were meaningless games. No Embiid. I just think playoff P shows up. Playoff P is healthy. There's this thing about when these guys get suspended for 20, 25 games, they can heal up, and you watch him play, and he passes the eye test. So this is going to have to be a Maxey and Paul George game. I would hope Edgecombe shows up, but the veteran Paul George is probably gonna make sure he takes a lot of shots. Look for a lot of threes from him. So Banchero 20-plus points, Paul George 18-plus points is your same game parlay of the day. All right, let's move to the play of the day. Play of the day is going to be a baseball pitcher prop. I mentioned that it has hit 3 out of 3 starts. We're going to go with Randy Vasquez over 16.5 outs here. So I love AI. Where's this Cleveland Guardians thing come into play? He pitches for the Padres, and he gets a really good matchup. So we're going to take him to go over 16.5 outs here. He's going 18, 18, and 17 this season, and gets a really good matchup against the Mariners, who have been really bad on the road this season. They are 1-6 on the road. They lost again to open up this series 4-1, and they just don't score runs. Multiple games with 1-0 runs. And yesterday, King went 18 outs on only 85 pitches. So you don't need that high of a pitch count to go deep into the game against this Mariners team. So we're going to keep fading this Mariners team on the road, and we'll do it with Randy Vasquez over 16.5 outs. You could look at Vasquez and allowed earned runs, but for me, I just think he's going to be able to handle this lineup and get deep into the game. Wouldn't be surprised if he makes it all the way through the 6th inning. All right, let's take a look at Market Watch, and got some good specials. I'm going to tell you about that at the end of these plays, but we have a monster card lined up. 4% lacrosse just went in. 5% golf play just went in. We have a 4% NBA play that goes tonight. We have another 4% tennis play that goes tomorrow. So you're going to get all of these, and we'll tell you about some specials here in a bit. But let's get into Market Watch. While we're doing this, please hit the like button. Really helps me out. We talked about Vargas yesterday for the Diamondbacks not to have a hit. He had 5 at-bats. He had 1 hit. It was a home run. You're getting just really good plus money on this guy. This is now 11 games in a row with a hit. He bats leadoff, so he's going to get a lot of at-bats, but 0-3 against Bradish, and I just don't believe in this. I don't believe streaks like this happen. 11 games in a row. I would look, if anything, I'm looking towards the under on that one. Mets and Dodgers? No, we're not going to talk about Ohtani. I'm going to go to the other pitcher, Clay Holmes. I'm going to look at his over 3.5 strikeouts against this Dodgers team. The Mets' batting woes have been well documented, but pitching not been that bad. And Clay Holmes has 3, 4, and 5 strikeouts to start the season. And this Dodgers team, they're winning, but they're striking out 11 times per game in their last 3. So they're looking at pitches, they're swinging at pitches, and I think this 3.5 might be a little bit sneaky because everybody is going to be looking to play on the Dodgers or play on Ohtani, play those props. Believe me, I looked at Ohtani not to allow to allow under 1.5 earned runs. I looked at that one. I looked at him to go over his outs total, but then I was thinking, these Dodgers strike out a lot. So Clay Holmes, I think you're getting a pretty good number here, over 3.5 strikeouts. One team that it's an over team right now for the total game because their bats are really good and their pitching is not as the Nationals. So I'll just take a look at their team total go over 3.5. 5-5 the last 2 games against the Pirates. They've gone over this total in 7 out of 11 road games. And this looks like a bullpen game for the Pirates. Their bullpen's middle of the road. It's okay, but this Nationals team, they can really hit the ball. I could not find anything that I really, really liked in NHL, so I'm passing on NHL. I'm not going to give out a prop in the Golden State game because there's only one that I like, and it's our 4% best bet, so I'm not going to push anything besides that one. But I will tell you the RBC Heritage starts tomorrow. Take a look at Jake Knapp, top 20, including ties. You're still getting plus 110 on this guy. This guy has 6 top 20s this year. That's more than Scotty Scheffler. He is number 2 in the field in total strokes gained behind Scotty Scheffler. He finished 11th last week at the Masters. So this is a course that is not that difficult. You got a short field. It's a loaded field. But this guy is one of the reasons why it's a loaded field. He's one of the best on tour, and the markets just keep giving us really, really good prices. So Jake Knapp, top 20 at plus 110 is worth a look. And I'll give you a parlay piece. This is a parlay piece that I've used in a client play, so we just need this one to close it out. But if you go to ATP Barcelona, so the men's bracket, look at the doubles. Mektic and his partner to win 2-0 versus Rincon and Batalla. I never even heard of these guys. That's part of the handicap. I think Mektic and them win 2-0. Rincon and Batalla don't play together. They compete on the lower tier levels. Huge jump in competition. They just don't have very much chemistry. Mektic and his partner, established doubles players. They play together regularly. They're ranked inside the top 50. Been in solid form. They got wins over quality teams in recent tournaments. So if you need a parlay piece, that would be something that I would look at. We mentioned the specials. We are still running this buy 3 days, get 3 free. And if you're just looking for something for about a week, it works. You lock it in today, you're going to get our 4% best bet. And by the way, thank you to everyone that got the $5 Tuesday. That play cashed last night in the NBA. Took overtime, but we got there. And we're waiting to see if this 5% tennis play or the $5 tennis play cashes out. But NBA still running strong, 14-8 on a nice run there. So buy 3 days, get 3 free. That way you get our 5% golf. You get all of our golf plays. You get our boxing plays. You get our UFC. Don't forget we got PFL coming up. We haven't even loaded those plays. 4% lacrosse. Dan's dream lacrosse season continues. So all of those plays are included. We're up in the top 5 wager talk for units gained. We have free plays that are up on the free picks page. You go to my page. There's a free pick if you want something for tonight. And the other thing is, if you just want the 5% package, I wrapped up the 5% golf play with a 4% tennis and the 4% NBA tonight. So if you just want one package, that's fine. I understand. But really, really, you should be looking at the buy 3 days, get 3 free. And don't forget about the Summer Spectacular. You lock that in now and you start getting plays right now, and you get all plays through August 31st. It's a big, big discount of $550. Instant $550. So knock down to $749, and that gets you all sports. And don't forget, guys, you're getting all plays from myself and my team. So you're going to get Jan's plays and all the sports that he does. You're going to get all of Dan's lacrosse plays for the rest of the season, and you're also going to get myself and Jim's plays and all the sports that we cover. So locked and loaded with a lot of big sports. Appreciate you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, leave me a comment, tell me what you like today, and just say hi, acknowledge that you watched the video. Really appreciate it, guys. Good luck on your bets, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.